Winter is just around the corner, and this is the perfect time to plan your garden with some of the most colorful and famous flowering plants of the season. Winter flowers are not only easy to grow, but they also bring a fresh burst of life when the air feels crisp and the days are short. In today's video, I will be sharing with you some of the most popular winter flowering plants, along with their special features and care tips. Whether you want to brighten up your balcony, terrace, or backyard, these flowers will surely add charm and beauty to your space. So, if you are ready to fill your garden with colors this winter, stay tuned and let's explore this amazing plant together. Let's begin with one of the most loved winter flowering plants, Chandramallika, which is popularly known as Chrysanthemum in English. This flower is not just famous in India but admired all over the world for its vibrant colors and long-lasting blooms. In Bengali households, the name Chandramallika itself brings a festive vibe because it is one of the key flowers that brighten up gardens and balconies during the winter season. These plants come in an amazing range of types and varieties. You will find small button-like blooms, large pom-poms, spider-shaped petals, daisy-like flowers, and many more unique forms. Their colors range from bright yellow, orange, red, pink, purple, or even white color. Some varieties have a single layer of petals, while others have double or multiple layers, giving them a rich and dramatic appearance. Because of this variety, gardeners love using Chandramallika for decoration, bouquet, and also in festivals. When it comes to soil and water requirements, Chandramallika prefers well-drained fertile soil that is rich in organic matter. A mix of garden soil, compost, and sand works best. These plants do not like too much water logging, so you should water them moderately, keeping the soil moist but never soggy. During their blooming season, regular watering is essential, but always make sure excess water can drain out properly. Maintenance of this plant is very simple but rewarding. They need good sunlight at least 5 to 6 hours a day because without sunlight the flowers won't bloom properly. Pinching the tips of the plant during the growing stages encourage bushy growth and more flowers. You can also use organic fertilizer or liquid compost every 2 weeks for healthier blooms. Removing dried flowers and yellow leaves help the plant stay fresh and extends the flowering period. As for placement, Chandramallika plants are best kept in open areas like balconies, terrace or gardens where they can get maximum sunlight. Now about the price and availability. Small samplings or rooted cuttings usually cost between 20 to 50 rupees, while large well-grown plants with flower buds can cost around 100 to 300. So if you are looking for a flower that is easy to grow, budget-friendly, long-lasting and absolutely stunning, Chandramallika should definitely be your first choice in this winter. Now let's talk about another stunning winter beauty, that is dahlia, as we commonly call it in Bengali dahlia fool. They are often considered the queen of winter's gardens because of their show-stopping presence. The variety of dahlias are truly mind-blowing. They come in different sizes, from small button-like flowers to giant dinner plate blooms that can grow as wide as 10 to 12 inches. When it comes to soil and water needs, dahlias prefer well-drained, fertile and slightly sandy soil enriched with compost or organic manure. Good drainage is very important because their tubers, which are like underground bulbs, can rot if the soil stays too wet. Maintenance is relatively easy, though dahlias do need some care to perform their best. They love full sunlight at least 6 hours daily. Since the plants can grow tall, sometimes up to 4 to 5 feet depending on the variety, stocking them with bamboo stick or plant supports is necessary to prevent them from bending or breaking. Talking about placement, dahlias look stunning in open gardens, along the borders or in large pots on terraces terrace and balcony. Now let's discuss the price and availability. Dahlia tubers and saplings are widely available in nurseries and plant markets from the late October onwards. Small plants usually cost between 50 to 100, while a larger ones with buds may go up to 150 or more. Rare hybrids or giant bloom varieties can even reach 300 to 500 per plant. Tubers are also available online, often sold in sets of different colors, making it easy to grow multiple varieties at once. The special features of dahlias make them a must-have for winter gardens. Firstly, their blooms are among the largest and most vibrant in the winter season. Secondly, they bloom continuously from late November to February, giving your garden a long season of beauty. Dahlias are also symbols of strength, creativity, and elegance, often used in wedding decoration, bouquet, and festive displays. Another unique point is that they grow from tubers, which means you can store the tubers after the season ends and replant them the next year, making them a long-term investment for your garden. One more fascinating fact is that dahlias are considered the national flower of Mexico, where they originally came from. Over time, they traveled across the world and became a gardener's pride everywhere, especially in winter-loving countries like India. So, if you want your winter garden to stand out and grab everyone's attention, the dahlia plant is ultimate choice with its striking blooms, endless variety of colors, and majestic presence. It will definitely make your space look like a mini flower exhibition. Next, let's talk about one of the most common yet most loved flowers of the winter season, the marigold, which we call Gada Phool in Bengali. No winter garden in India feels complete without this bright and cheerful flower. Types and varieties of marigolds are also very interesting. The two most popular groups are the African marigolds, which produce large round ball-shaped flowers, and the French marigolds, which are smaller, bushier, and often come in vibrant bicolor pattern. Coming to the soil and water requirements, marigolds are not fussy plants at all. They grow well in ordinary garden soil, but for best results, a mix of soil with compost and a little sand works perfectly. Maintenance is one of the easiest when it comes to marigolds. They love bright sunlight, so keeping them in open areas ensures healthy growth and continuous blooming. Pinching off the top shoots of young plants makes them bushier and gives more flowers. When we talk about placement, marigolds can be kept almost anywhere, in gardens, on terrace, along pathways, or in balcony pots. They are extremely versatile and look stunning both in clusters and as single potted plants. On the topic of price and availability, marigold plants are the most affordable among winter flowers. Small saplings can be found in local nurseries for as low as 10 to 20, while bigger plants with buds cost around 30 to 50 rupees. Now let's look at the special features of marigolds. The first and most important is their cultural and religious significance. In India, marigolds are used in pujas, festivals, and weddings in the form of garlands and decorations. Another interesting fact is that marigolds are not only ornamental but also beneficial for soil. Farmers often use them as companion plants to protect crops. In addition, the petals of some varieties are even used for natural food coloring and skincare remedies. So, with their easy maintenance, affordable price, daily blooming habit, and cultural importance, marigolds truly deserve a special place in every garden. If you want your winter garden to be full of vibrant energy and traditional charm, Gada Phool or marigold is an absolute must-have. Now let's talk about a slightly unique but absolutely gorgeous flowering plant for the winter season, that is Pentas lanceolata, also known as Egyptian star cluster. In Bengali, many people simply call it Pentas gach. This plant is famous for its cluster of star-shaped flowers that come in rich vibrant colors, and it has been gaining huge popularity among gardeners for balcony and terrace decoration. When it comes to types and varieties, Pentas usually come in shades of red, pink, white, lavender, and purple. Talking about soil and water requirements, Pentas love well-drained, slightly sandy soil with good organic matter. A mix of garden soil, sand, and compost is perfect. They need regular watering to keep the soil moist, but like many other winter plants, they do not enjoy standing water, so drainage is important. About placement, Pentas look stunning in medium to large pots, terrace gardens, and balcony corners. Since they bloom continuously, they are great for decorative purposes. For maintenance, Pentas are relatively easy to care for. They thrive best under full sunlight. At least 5 to 6 hours a day is ideal. In terms of price and availability, usually cost between 50 to 100 rupees, while bigger well-grown ones may range from 150 to 250. Now let's focus on the special features. Pentas are known as one of the best butterfly attracting plants. If you want to invite butterflies and pollinators into your garden, Pentas is a perfect choice. Another feature is their long blooming season. Unlike some winter plants that last only 2 to 3 months, Pentas can bloom for most of the year in tropical and subtropical climates. Another interesting point is that Pentas are medicinally valuable in some traditional practices. In a few cultures, part of the plant have been used for herbal remedies. Though they are mainly grown for ornamental beauty, this adds to their uniqueness. So with their bright, star-like cluster, butterfly-friendly nature, and easy maintenance, Pentas lanceolata is a plant that can truly elevate your winter garden. If you want something colorful, long-lasting, and a little different from the usual seasonal flowers, Pentas will surely win your heart. Now let's talk about a very special winter plant that not only looks stunning but also has a unique charm, the Kalanchoe, which we locally known as Kuchi Goloncho. This plant has become quite popular in recent years because of its thick, fleshy green leaves and bright cluster of flowers that bloom for weeks. Kalanchoe is a succulent plant, meaning it can store water in its leaves, which makes it very hardy and easy to maintain. When it comes to types and varieties, Kalanchoe mainly comes in colors like red, pink, orange, yellow, and white. The flowers grow in bunches at the top of the plant, and because they are small and numerous, the plant almost looks like it's covered with a colorful crown. There are both single petal and double petal varieties available. The double petal one look almost like miniature roses. Talking about soil and water requirements, Kalanchoe needs a light sandy and well-drained soil mix. Since it's a succulent, too much water can harm it. Watering once or twice a week is usually enough, depending on the climate. Always allow the soil to dry a little before watering again. Overwatering is the biggest enemy of this plant, so careful watering is the key. In terms of maintenance, Kuchi Goloncho is very low maintenance compared to other winter flowers. It loves bright sunlight and should be kept in a sunny spot for at least 4 to 6 hours daily. It keeps indoors. Placing it near a sunny window works well. Pruning of the dried flowers after blooming encourages new growth. A little liquid fertilizer once a month is more than enough. Since it's a succulent, it doesn't attract too many pests or diseases, which makes it ideal for beginners. For placement, Kalanchoe is perfect for balcony corners, windowsills, or terrace gardens. It looks wonderful in decorative ceramic or clay pots. Many people also use it as a tabletop indoor plant because it doesn't require constant attention. During winter, it blooms beautifully outdoors, but in extreme cold, it's better to keep it in a slightly warm spot at night. Talking about price and availability, Kalanchoe is easily available in most nurseries during the winter season, especially from November onwards. Small plants start at around 100 to 150 rupees, while medium to large blooming plants can cost 200 to 400 depending on the variety. Hybrid and imported types may go higher. They are also commonly sold online in decorative pots, ready to place in your home. Now, the special features of Kuchi Goloncho are what make it stand out. Firstly, it is one of the longest blooming winter plants. The flowers can last for up to 6 to 8 weeks. Secondly, because it's a succulent, it requires very little care, making it perfect for busy people or first-time gardeners. Thirdly, Kalanchoe is also believed to bring good luck, prosperity, and positive energy when kept indoors, which is why many people gift it during festive seasons. Another interesting fact is that this plant is not just for one season. With proper care, it can survive year after year. After the flowers fade, you can continue to grow the plant as a green succulent and enjoy its fresh look. When the next winter comes, with the right care, it will bloom again. So, if you are looking for a flower that is colorful, long lasting, low maintenance, and also stylish, the Kalanchoe or Kuchi Goloncho is a fantastic choice for your winter garden or home. Now let's move on to another colorful and evergreen beauty, the Ixora plant, which we locally known as Rangon gach. This plant is admired for its cluster of teeny star-shaped flowers that bloom together like a vibrant ball of colors. Ixora is not only loved in India but also grown widely across tropical and subtropical countries, making it one of the most versatile ornamental plants. When it comes to types and varieties, Ixora comes in several forms: small, medium, and tall. The small variety is most popular for balconies and terrace pots, while the large varieties are often used in garden hedge or border. Rangon blooms in a wide range of shades: bright red, orange, yellow, pink, and even pure white. Because the flowers grow in dense bunches, the plant looks as if it is covered with a bouquet on every branches. Talking about soil and water requirements, Ixora prefers slightly acidic, well-drained soil rich in organic matter. A mixture of garden soil, compost, and a little cocoa peat works well. They need regular watering, especially in the growing and flowering season. But the soil should never stay soggy. In winter, watering every 2 to 3 days is enough, while in summer they may need daily watering. As for maintenance, Rangon is a hardy and long-lasting plant. It loves bright sunlight and needs at least 4 to 6 hours daily for healthy flowering. However, it can also tolerate partial shade, which makes it suitable for both indoor and outdoor decoration. Pruning the plant after the blooming season helps it stay compact and encourages fresh new shoots. Fertilizing with compost or liquid fertilizer once a month gives abundant flowers. For placement, Ixora is very versatile. The small varieties look beautiful in balcony pots and terrace gardens, while the taller types are often used as ornamental hedges along walkways or in front of yards. Because it is evergreen, it stays attractive all year round even when it is not in full bloom. In terms of price and availability, Ixora plants are easily available in nurseries throughout the year. Small sampling usually cost between 50 to 100 rupees, while large flowering plants ranges from 150 to 300 rupees depending on the size and variety. So, if you are looking for a plant that combines beauty, usefulness, and year-round greenery, the Ixora or Rangon gach is the perfect choice for your home or garden. Now let's talk about a plant that brings a true tropical charm to any garden, the Mandevilla plant. This is a climbing vine that produces large trumpet-shaped flowers in brilliant shades of red, pink, yellow, and white. Mandevilla is loved for its exotic look, and in recent years it has become very popular as a decorative plant for balconies, terrace, and garden walls. When it comes to types and varieties, Mandevilla comes mainly in two forms: bushy compact varieties suitable for pots and vigorous climbing varieties that can reach up to 10 to 15 feet when given support. The flowers are usually bright red or pink, but hybrid now offers yellow, cream, and even two-tone shades. Talking about soil and water requirements, Mandevilla prefers well-drained soil enriched with compost or organic matter. A mix of garden soil, coco peat, and sand works perfectly. Since it's a vine with deep roots, it needs consistent watering, especially in the growing and flowering season. However, like most flowering plants, the soil should not stay waterlogged. Allow the top layer to dry slightly before watering again. In terms of maintenance, Mandevilla is quite simple but does require some care. It thrives in full sun to partial shade, ideally 5 to 6 hours of sunlight daily. Because it is a climber, it needs proper support like a railing, or garden wall to grow beautifully. Regular pruning keeps the plant in shape and encourages more side shoots, which means more flowers. Fertilizing every 2 weeks with a liquid or organic fertilizer helps it bloom continuously. The plant is also relatively pest resistant, though occasional checks for aphids or bugs are helpful. For placement, Mandevilla is perfect for decorating balconies, terraces, or fences. If grown in a hanging basket, its vines trail down beautifully. In larger gardens, it is often used to cover walls or archways with colorful flowers. Because of its elegant trump-shaped blooms, it is often called a showstopper plant. Now coming to the price and availability, Mandevilla plants are available in plant nurseries and online stores, especially during the flowering season. Small plants usually cost around 150 to 250 and large ones 300 to 600. The special feature of Mandevilla make it stand out among other flowering plant. Firstly, it has a very long blooming season from spring through summer and even into late autumn in many places. Mandevilla is also known for its symbolic value in many cultures. It represents beauty and love and elegance. So if you are looking for a plant that is bold, beautiful, and perfect for creating a striking centerpiece in your garden, the Mandevilla plant is an excellent choice. With its climbing habit, colorful flowers, and tropical charm, it will transform your space into a mini paradise. Now let's explore another very charming and colorful plant, that is Impatiens, often called bushy lizzie. In Indian homes, it's called touch me not. This is one of the most loved flowering plants for shady areas, and it is especially popular during the cooler months for its continuous and cheerful blooming. When it comes to types and varieties, Impatiens are truly diverse. The most common are the traditional single petal types in shades of pink, red, orange, purple, and white. But nowadays there are hybrid double petal varieties that look almost like miniature roses. You can also find new Genia Impatiens, which have larger flowers and more vivid foliage. Because of this wide range, gardeners love mixing them in pots and beds for a rainbow effect. Talking about soil and water requirements, Impatiens prefer light, well-draining, and fertile soil enriched with compost. They enjoy consistently moist soil but do not like standing water. Regular watering is very important, especially in containers, because the soil dries faster there. The trick is to keep the soil evenly moist at all times without making it soggy. For maintenance, Impatiens are quite easy. They thrive best in partial shade, making them one of the best flowers for balconies and corners where sunlight is less. In fact, too much direct harsh sunlight can make the leaves droop or the flowers fade quickly. Pinching the stems of young plants helps them grow bushier, and removing dried flowers encourages continuous blooming. A light liquid fertilizer every 2 weeks keeps them in good health. When it comes to placement, Impatiens are perfect for shady balconies, terrace corners, hanging baskets, or even indoor spots near window with filtered sunlight. They also look beautiful in flower beds under trees, where many other flowering plants struggle to grow. Their ability to bloom even in shade makes them very versatile for decorating spaces. In terms of of price and availability, impatiens are widely available in local nurseries during the winter season. Small saplings usually cost around 20 to 40 rupees, while fuller blooming plants may range from 50 to 150 rupees depending on the variety. Now for the special features, one of the highlights of impatiens is their continuous blooming. They produce flowers almost every day throughout their season, often lasting until late springs. Impatiens also carry a symbolic meaning of patience, energy and motherly love, which makes them even more special as a gift plant. So if you want a plant that blooms non-stop, brighten up shady corners and is easy to maintain, the impatiens or BC Lucy is the perfect choice for your winter garden. So friends, these were some of the most beautiful and easy to grow winter flower plants that can make your garden colorful and lively even in the cold season. If you take a little care with sunlight, watering and soil, these flowers will bloom wonderfully and brighten up your space. I hope this video helps you choose the right plants for your garden. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more gardening tips. See you in the next video.